Hello and welcome to this weekend market analysis for the 26th to the 30th of June 2017. Actually, this is the last weekend market analysis for the month of June. It has been a ranging month, a very slow one indeed. But then last week was interesting for me. Okay. All right, without any waste of your time, let's quickly move into the Forex economical calendar to see those high impact news events that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. All right, as you can see from the Forex Factory economical calendar from Monday, June 26th to Friday, June 30th, we have some high impact news items here. Basically, speeches, all right, speeches from central banks, governors will be taking over the markets for this week. All right, you can see we have several speeches right here. This is a speech, this is another speech. This is another speech. So many speeches for this week. The central bank governors will be speaking this week. Okay, so you want to be very careful with these currency crosses. All right, all of these currency crosses within this news release hours, and of course within this news release dates. Okay, so you want to be very mindful just to be sure that you do not have an open trade, especially intraday trades, running while these news announcements are being pumped into the market. All right, news announcements can actually invalidate our setups, spike in the direction, in any direction, either to the stop loss or to your target, but more or less a gambling approach. So you don't want to trade during news announcement hours, except if you are a news trader and you are trading the news strictly. Okay. All right, having said that, let's now move into the charts and see what we have waiting for us. All right, first and as usual, let's begin with the euro against the American dollar. This is the weekly time frame. Price is still hovering around that particular area for the past how many weeks now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 whole weeks. Price is still at that junction of the chart. That is the range that we are seeing in the daily time frame. In fact, let's zoom into the daily time frame. But before we do that, remember we had earlier stressed that the buyers of this pair remains bullish, and price is targeting the upper channel leg, which has been acting as resistance. So this is the next target that price should be coming to hit. So let's see the daily time frame so you can have a clear visual of that range. Okay. All right, now this is the daily time frame of the euro against the American dollar, and now we have a standard range. Remember we had what looked like a channel before, something like this, something like that. All right, but that didn't go well again with us. Right now we have converted those lines to a standard range. Okay, with this area acting as a resistance and this one right here acting as a support. So the euro against the American dollar is in a range. All right, if you are looking to trade this pair, you want to wait somewhere around in here looking for your long entries, and somewhere around in here looking for your short entries. But it is quite risky to look for short entries because the overall bias remains to the upside. So it is very or more conservative to keep searching for long opportunities in the euro against the American dollar. For we hector traders, what we will want to see is for price to probably come back to the support zone. Then we see any form of reversals around that point for us to look for our long entries. For now, price is in the middle of that range. We are not taking any trade right here. We are simply going to be waiting for reactions of these two key levels of our resistance. If we get a breakout, then we'll be looking for continuation formations. If we get breakout to the downside, we'll also be looking for reversals formation to the downside. In the other hand, if we get bounces, well, we'll be looking again to take small profits of those two levels of support and resistance. All right, For now, our price is still in a range, and we are waiting for price to break out of that range. Okay. All right, in the lower time frames, the Forex time frame, actually there is nothing here. The 1 hour time frame, nothing really here for us. Let's look into the next pair, the American dollar against the Swiss franc. This is the daily time frame. Remember, last week we talked about price respecting this area here both as support and resistance, and it will be nice for us to see price come back there again for a bounce. Okay, but that didn't happen. And also recall, I told you that price might be finding resistance around that point. Should that happen, which of course you have seen that price is respecting that area, we might be having a channel formation. Okay, let me just try to predetermine that channel. It is not confirmed yet, but let me try to predetermine that channel. Okay, let's say we have this level here with the first bounce of that point, and this is the second one right there as the upper channel leg. Then you want to predetermine the lower channel leg. Simply draw your second line. Okay, make sure they are parallel to each other, something right there. Okay, something like this. So if we are having a channel, the upper boundary is already confirmed. The lower boundary has just one bounce, and hopefully price is coming to give us the second bounce from that point on. This means for the American dollar against the Swiss franc, you want to keep searching for short opportunities. Okay, remember, the American dollar against the Swiss franc and the euro against the American dollar have very high negative correlation values. That means if the American dollar against the Swiss franc is pushing to the downside, the euro against the American dollar will be pushing to the upside. And technical wise, you can see that we might be having a channel formation where the American dollar against the Swiss franc is expected to keep pushing to the downside. You want to be looking for long opportunities in the euro against the American dollar. Okay. All right, so based on our trading strategies, there is nothing here for us to trade. If you are an aggressive trader, like I used to be sometimes, simply wait around this region. If price tests that area, look for your short entries for price to push you into nice profits to the downside. Okay. All right, now let's see the Forex time frame and see what we have in here. Forex time frame, initially we had this channel formation. Actually, let me take out this two coming from the daily time frame. Let me see if I can delete those ones. Okay, now they are gone. And this one back to the 1 hour time frame. Right there. So in the Forex time frame, we had this channel formation as well. Remember, this sort of channel usually ends up bearish, so you want to be searching for short opportunities as well. If this channel breaks to the downside, then we are going to be confirming the direction of that daily analysis we just made. All right, if the 4 hours channel breaks to the downside, we are going to be confirming that bearish direction that we analyzed in the daily time frame. Okay, so that means the next hint or the next target, if this 4 hours channel breaks, will be the lower leg of the daily channel. And remember, this is the daily channel line. We drew two lines. Let me take out the 4 hours channel so you can see that clearly. Okay, now this is the daily channel line, this one down here and this one up here. So if this one gives way, price is obviously going to hit the daily level of support, which is the next channel line. Okay, for a confirmation. But for now, price is still sitting just around the 4 hours level of channel support. So we are waiting to see if we are going to be getting a breakout of that channel leg for us to look for more short opportunities to the downside. Okay. All right. Right now, price is at this level of support. That doesn't mean you want to click on your buy button. Well, if you're an aggressive trader, you can do that, but this has no room. All right, it has nothing to do with our trading strategies. We are only analyzing a price patterns here. This pattern is not reliable in our trading strategy, so we are not taking any trade in here. All right. Okay, now 1 hour time frame and nothing really. I took a trade on a Friday here, a very nice trade that gave me some profits, trading the 3 SMA strategy, as I found a price bouncing off that dynamic area of support and resistance, took off to the downside with that a nicer swing. You can see the swings in here, they are so clear. All right, very clear swing information. As that pullback happens to the dynamic area of support and resistance again, I was looking for confluences, and I found some confluences with this previous swing low right there coming in contact with this area. All are meeting around dynamic area of support and resistance. Then I took my Fibonacci tool as well from the high to the downside, and our 3 key Fibonacci areas falls within that point as well. So I got interested, and I took an aggressive entry indeed, a short entry right there, which got me into some nicer profits for last week. Okay, well, that is over. That has played out in the 1 hour time frame. Right now there is nothing here to trade. Even if you are trading the market flow strategy, there is nothing here to trade. You need to wait for price to break below that 4 hours channel line, this line right here. That is the line of support. You can see how price respected that line. If price breaks below, then we'll be looking for more downside in the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, all right, let's look into the next pair, the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. We have analyzed this before. We have talked about this pair many times. Price took off nicely to the downside. We entered into a range. Prices facing heavy level of resistance. We are still watching to see what type of reaction we are going to be getting off that level of resistance. Remember last week I told you price should be pushing to the upside. We got very little movement to the upside for last week. So this week we'll be watching this area very closely again. We have our eyes right there, but for now there is no entry for us. Let's see the next one, which is a similar one, the euro against the Japanese yen. I told you again last week that we'll be pushing to the upside. This is more clearer. Price is all prepared to our bank that upper channel leg for this week. So intraday traders, you should be looking for long entries, hopefully to hit the proposed upper channel line. Once price hits this level, you want to close all your long entries, then keep searching for either a breakout or a bounce off that area. For us, we are waiting for reactions of that level for us to trade. Okay, for now the hesitation is just too much, so we have not found any entry based on our trading strategies. So we are still sitting on the sideline waiting for price to give us some valid entries for us to trade. Do not click blindly. All right, do not go long blindly here without calculating your risk. You need to know the appropriate lot size for you to click on your buy button right here for price to push to the upside. If you trade without calculating your risk, remember trading off the longer time frames, the daily, weekly or monthly time frames, stop loss value is very wide. Any little movement against your trade can actually impact on your account if you have not calculated the correct stop loss, or sorry, the correct lot size for you to trade in that currency pair. That is why it is important that you calculate your appropriate lot size or risk that you want to take in every single trade. Based on this analysis, if you want to go long, please calculate your risk. Do not click blindly using any type of lot size before getting your account harmed by a little movement against your trade before price actually push in the correct direction. Okay, All right, I can't stress that enough. If you do not know how to calculate your risk, I am sure that will come in another review. All right, now let's move into the next pair, the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. This is just a quick one here. Prices are facing that level of resistance. There was no rejection as of last week. Price is still looking very healthy to push to the upside. You should not click on your sell button. Like I said, we have not found anything valid here for us to click on our sell button, so we have not taken any trade at that level. But at any rate, as a trader, you want to be careful going long until price breaks above that level. All right, price is trading around a level of resistance, so you want to be careful clicking on your buy button until price breaks above that level. Okay. All right, next one, New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. This is an important pair that you want to follow from now on. All right, price is heading to a key level of resistance. This is a key level of resistance. We are waiting for price to bank off that level, either for a bounce or a breakout. This type of level usually offers very nice trading opportunities, so we still have some room to push to the upside. So if you're an intraday trader, you want to be searching for long opportunities in the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. The direction remains to the upside in the intraday time frames. In the weekly time frame, we'll be waiting to see if we find a bounce or a breakout. All right, any reaction we get off that level will actually give us some trading opportunities. Okay. All right, daily time frame and nothing really. 1 hour, really nothing. Sterling pounds against the Swiss franc. This is the weekly time frame. Remember, we talked about price sitting around a level of support. That support is still holding. Last week we saw another hesitation candle at that level of our support. That wasn't encouraging. Well, what we will like to see is something like a breakout, then price quickly push back up, all right, to give us a fake breakout. That is what we want to see. For now, price is still hesitating and romancing a lot with that level of support, so we have no valid trade signal here. But as traders, if you are trading the intraday time frame, you want to be careful because price is sitting around that area of support, so you want to be careful clicking on your sell button. All right, in the daily time frame, nothing really, but you can actually see that we might be having a triangle formation. All right, we might be having a triangle formation in the daily time frame. This is more of a 4 hours level of support and resistance. So in the 4 hours time frame, well, we are having a range. Okay, this is our key level of resistance and this is our key level of our support. Price action itself, it's at a worst kind of behavior. There is nothing we can trade in this pair. Okay, so we are still waiting for price momentum to increase, reacting off those key levels of support and resistance before we can decide. So you want to keep off this pair for now until we see some valid entries. The next one is the sterling pounds against Japanese yen. This is the weekly time frame. Price is also in a range. This is a range right here. Although we are seeing some hesitation around that junction of the chart, price might come back down to retest this key level of support, either for a bounce or for a breakout. For us, with this hesitation, there is nothing for us to trade. Let's look into the daily time frame. If we have an optimal area where we will be searching for trading opportunities, actually there is nothing here. You can also find that the price is giving a triangle. Okay, a triangle formation. So somewhere in here is where you might be looking for opportunities to click on your sell button for price to come back down. All right, the direction still remains bearish. Price is still pushing to the downside. Just some hesitation right here. Let's see the 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame, we're in a channel formation, and this is the type of channel that usually ends bearish, so you want to be careful. If price pushes up to that upper channel leg, that is where you want to be searching for your short entries in the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. Okay. All right, enough of that. Let's look into the next pair, the sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar. This is the weekly time frame. Last week we talked about price finding support, possible support around this level, which has been acting as resistance, and may now act as support. That hasn't quite happened, and trading the trend collapse strategy, we were waiting for a green candle to close in the weekly time frame for us to go long. That hasn't happened as well, so we have not taken any entry, and we have not found any reason to go long. We are still watching price, waiting for that level to be hit for us to see what reaction we are going to get. Okay. In the daily time frame, you can see the much hesitation that we are having in the sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar. Price has remained hesitating around that area, that problematic area, for quite a while. So we don't have anything to trade. If you are looking to go short, be absolutely careful, because there is a level of a long-term support in this pair. Okay, in daily time, in the 1 hour time frame, we have this range. This is our key area of support. If price breaks below, then we'll be looking for a little short opportunities until that weekly level of support is being hit. For now, price is ranging in the middle of nowhere within this range, so you want a breakout of this channel before you want to search for short opportunities. All right. Okay, now let's look into the euro against the sterling pounds. This is the weekly time frame. Remember, last week we talked about that spinning top of that level, which actually belongs to the daily time frame and not the weekly time frame. Last week we got another spinning top of that level. These are signs of hesitation. These are signs of exhaustion. You want to be absolutely careful going long. All right. Again, with all of this hesitation, even if this was a weekly level of resistance, we will be very concerned. We will not want to go short, because price is confused at this point on which direction it wants to take to. All right, bearing in mind this is an area of resistance, you want to be very wary of going long against that level of resistance. In the daily time frame, you can see that clear level of resistance. Actually, let me adjust this chart. You can see the previous swing high right here, and you can see that price again respected that level. So we might be waiting to see another reaction of this point. Hopefully we might have price push to the upside. All right, then some reaction of that point for a bearish push, but right now, as you can visually see, a price reaction within this conjunction area, we are having what is more like a triangle. Okay, that is more visible in the 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame, euro against the sterling pounds. This is what we have. It is a triangle formation. In fact, last week on Friday, I was trading short against this level of support. I was very aware of that, and that was why I took my first profit target as price hit that level of support, hoping that price might break to the downside. My stop loss was moved to break even, but then price reacted off that level of support. My remaining portion of the trade was hit at break even. No harm was done. I took a very small profit away. In fact, 50% of my profit was cashed out, and the price right now seems to be heading to hit the upper channel leg, upper boundary of this triangle formation in the euro against the sterling pounds. Okay, so what is very likely to happen based on my experience at trading the forex market might be that price will let me adjust that line. Price will attempt to break above that level, then we might see some failure to the downside. This fake breakout is actually going to be our trading opportunity. Okay, so let's wait and see what happens within this triangle formation. Let's see what happens as price will definitely break out of this triangle formation for us to look for some trading opportunities. For now, the directional buyers might be to the upside, breaking free, then finding some problematic areas around that point and crashing back down. Okay, we are still following, nothing really for us to trade right now. The last pair is the sterling pounds against the American dollar. This is the daily time frame. Price is finding support around this area. Okay, price is finding support around that area. Again, you can also visualize the type of price pattern that we are likely to have. A channel formation. Price has been swinging up and down within that area. So let's see in the forward time frame what we have. All right, this is the channel I was talking about in the sterling pounds against the American dollar. Price respecting these levels as support, and this one right here as resistance. Price might be heading to hit that area before we see another push to the downside. Channels, if they don't happen in the 3 SMA trading strategies, we don't want to trade them. These are forms of market confusion, no directional bias, so we don't have really anything here to trade. But at any rate, if you are trading this pair, whatever strategy you are trading, you want to note that price is in a channel and this level has been acting as resistance, while this one has been acting as support. Okay, all right, folks, this is basically all in this review. Well, I am sure we are making serious progress about the new platform. We thought we are going to start using that platform from this Monday, but just a few little more things left, and we want to be very sure that your first experience on the platform is going to be very palatable. We don't want to disappoint. We want everything to be perfect. We want a perfect live trading room. We don't want a forum anymore. We want a perfect live trading room, and that is coming up very soon. But then you have to be really patient with us. Okay, thanks for watching this video till the end. I will be talking to you again in the next weekly market reviews. But before I go, I need to assure you that once the new platform is ready, you will be having daily market reviews every single day. But right now the platform is not ready, so we will continue to do the weekend market analysis. I am wishing you a very safe and profitable trading week ahead. Cheers and bye bye.